Hi and welcome to Trade of the Week. Unfortunately I didn't make this spread bet, but I figured it's worth looking at as it provides some useful tips on what to look for in a trade. Last week Randgold fell by nearly 600 pence, hit by the double whammy of falling stock markets and a decline in the gold price. You can see the clear downtrend on the chart. The following Monday morning saw the price open sharply higher on news that the company had increased its stake in the Moto Gold project. At one point the price had reversed Friday's losses, but the close stopped just short of a bullish engulfing candle on the daily chart. However, the rise had taken the price clear of the downtrend channel and had seen a break above the trending 21 period moving average on the hourly chart. Extra spice was added by the gold price moving back above its rising 21-day moving average. Things were looking good for a long trade setup. The trick here was to find a good entry point, with a choice between buying on a pullback or buying on a breakout. I prefer to buy on a pullback and favour using a 50% retracement of the previous day's move. This would have set an entry target of 40.80. Just about there. Choosing a sensible stop loss is a bit tougher when trading a share with such a big price. It's stating the blinding obvious, but on a price of 40.80 a 3% move equals 120 pence. The past 2 days' ranges averaged almost 300 pence. For me, the obvious place to put my stop loss was just below the previous day's low, say at 39.20. So that's right back down here. Another method is to take half of the previous day's range from the entry price, and spookily enough, that comes out at 39.30, so there really wasn't much difference. A risk of 160p per £1 bet is a lot more than my risk management system tolerates, so in this case I dropped my bet size from £5 to £3, giving me a maximum potential loss of £480. My normal strategy puts a T1 limit at plus 30 points, but if I'm risking 160p on a £1 bet, I'm looking for at least that as my reward. My plan here would be to target the resistance line at 43.30 on a £2 bet and run the £1 balance with a trailing stop loss. Right, so the resistance I'll be looking at is along there. The next day the price did retrace 50% of the move, triggering an entry point at 40.80. Then it fell a further 50 pence. Let me show you where that was. There. After that the price bounced. This happened before the gold price started its dramatic move higher on news of buying by the Indian Central Bank. Randgold's price broke the previous day's high and pushed up to hit my limit at 43.30. Now, with the beauty of hindsight, I could cheat and claim to run the balance overnight, benefiting an extra 200 pence on the following morning. But in honesty, with the current market gyrations, I'd have closed out the trade on the day and stuck my money in the bank. So, for the sake of the profit calculation, I made 250 points on £2 bet and closed out the balance at the day's close of 43.17 for a further 237 points. This would have given me a profit overall of £737 on a £3 bet, but more adventurous traders could have added another 300 points by today. Just as a final point, it's worth considering trading individual companies like Randgold as a geared proxy for the gold price. On a week where gold has risen by 5.5%, Randgold has leapt 17%. Have a good weekend.